Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This report is going to be about SmackDown, NXT, brief news by WWE, and also your superstars and your dark match. I haven't seen the main event dark match yet, nor the TNA results for the TNA tapings for next week's second half of the show that was going to be taped tonight and tomorrow night. I understood by reading some of the news from TNA. But here we go with your news. It's going to be a brief SmackDown report, brief Superstars, and brief NXT. Just matches only. There's nobody has sent in detailed results on it. But first, the official theme song for TLC's pay-per-view is called Days Are Forgotten by Z-Trip Remix, Kazabian and LL Cool J. Brodus Clay posted a fan-made Where's Brodus Clay missing poster on his Twitter last night. No word yet on if WWE still plans to bring him back anytime soon. A few weeks back, Clay wrote that he was being held back like a seatbelt. Several readers sent word that Kane did not chokeslam Mark Henry after last night's Raw ended. Kane left the ring as did Mark Henry and John Cena. There was a dark match main event for the WWE title with CM Punk retaining against The Miz and Roberto Del Rio in a triple threat. Punk hit the GTS on Miz for the win. At the conclusion of the 2011 Slammy Awards, Kane reemerged once again masked. Big Red Monster locked his hand around the neck of John Cena and left him laying with a devastating chokeslam. But is this the real Kane? Well, he resurfaced on his Facebook page, Glenn Jacobs. He said he's coming back. He claimed it was him, but too many reports are surfacing up that's verifying that it's not him, as I also did in my report last night. Okay, one reason for Kane resurfacing with a mask is because WWE officials are looking to set the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest gathering of people wearing costume masks. But it's supposed to be at WrestleMania 28 in Miami, Florida. Current record was set May 10th, 2011 during a Major League Baseball game between the Los Angeles Angels and the Chicago White Sox at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, California, when roughly 25,000 fans donned the red lucha mask during a designated 10-minute time period. And that source came from Wrestling Globe newsletter. As seen on last night's Raw Super Show, Triple H brought up The Undertaker's absence and declared that the streak ended at WrestleMania 27 because we haven't seen the dead man since then, and he couldn't leave the ring on his own. The Wrestling Observer reports that Triple H versus The Undertaker is booked as one of the matches this year at WrestleMania 28 in Miami, Florida as well. We noted yesterday that the officials have Chris Jericho versus CM Punk penciled in for the WWE title, also penciled in for WrestleMania 28. Along with The Rock versus John Cena, and you've already known therefore you have three main events for Miami, WrestleMania 28. WWE has announced the following Slammy Awards on their website. That means 10 more Slammys were announced on the website. And here they are. Outstanding achievement in Muppet resemblance. Winner, Sheamus and his long-lost red-headed cousin, Beaker. Pee Wee Herman Bow Tie Award. Winner goes to David Otunga for his Harvard Law by the way of Playhouse business attire. Most predictable outcome of the year. Winner, Kevin Nash's powerbomb to Santino after the tombstone dance. Trombone dance from from a few weeks ago. Guess who's back? Or Return of the Year award goes to some guy we're not exactly sure of. The Rock. That is his name, right? Double Vision Moment of the Year winner Sankara and the other Sankara for their epic face-off on SmackDown. T-shirt of the year goes to CM Punk for his instantly iconic Best in the World threads. Bonus Slammy points if you got the Chicago one from Money in the Bank. WWE.com exclusive of the year. Winner goes to John Laurinaitis. Congratulations, CM Punk. Congratulates CM Punk. Most regrettable ring attire of the year. Well, we all know that it should be Michael Cole wearing Triple H's trunks. Critter Moment of the year. Well, that award goes to the mouse that ran past Alberto Del Rio in the locker room on Raw. Superstar transformation of the year goes to Zack Ryder. Remember when he used to look like Edge? And that's your Slammy, the rest of the Slammy awards. Well, found out Jey Uso was arrested within from his DUI charge against that's Jonathan Fatu, aka Jimmy Uso, and the continued court case will go on until has been continued until January. The SmackDown star was arrested on September 29, 2011 in Tampa, Florida on suspicion of driving under the influence. An officer observed Fatu at approximately 3 a.m. that day driving the wrong way down a one-way street in a silver Mustang. Former WWE talent Amy Dumas, that's Lita, as I described on last night's report, was arrested on Friday in Columbia County, Georgia. Well, if you're not familiar with that, that's part of Augusta, Georgia, as well, my hometown. And she was charged of speeding in excess of maximum limits and driving with a suspended license. She was released on $2,200 bond and has already poked fun at the matter. And she tweeted Saturday afternoon, quote, "You guys make Team Extreme Jailbird graphic yet? Get to work. Pound slackers." Unquote. And that source came from Wrestling Globe newsletter. Ross and Marshall Von Erich, the sons of WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Von Erich, are headed to Japan to tour with the Pro Wrestling Noah promotion in 2012. The Von Erichs participated in Harley Race's training camp in October and were booked by Noah then. No word yet on why WWE pulled Caitlin's heel turn from Friday's SmackDown broadcast, but it may have been due to the time constraints. Officials had been talking for a while about putting Caitlin with Beth Phoenix and Natalya, but had also been discussing turning both Caitlin and AJ heel. Brian Knobbs, a controversial incident towards Randy Savage's update. Well, he was recently misunderstood about a comment that he made about Macho Man. Well, he said he was just kidding around when he made comments about the late Randy Savage at an independent show in California the night the news broke that Savage had died. In an interview with the Bright House Sports Network, Knob tried to explain the comments. The incident took backstage at WrestleFest in Newark, California, May 21st, 2011. Knobbs reportedly put his hands to his chest like he was faking a heart attack and joked around that he outlived Savage and so many other wrestlers. Well, breaking news, PWInsider.com has confirmed that WWE Classics on Demand will no longer be in existence because they might be pulling that in, for the WWE Network itself. WWE subscription video on demand television series is being completely shut down on January 1st, 2012. The move was announced to company staffers today. The move was designed to bolster the strength of the WWE Network when it debuts in April. Okay. WWE has yet to make an official announcement to fans about the services being discontinued, although some cable providers have been informing subscribers. Not yet on Comcast. In front of members of the United States military, Lillian Garcia performed a powerful rendition of the national anthem at Fort Bragg. Footage of the SmackDown Divas performance at Tribute to the Troops was available earlier today on WWE.com, and is still available as well. Well, speaking of when I was talking about Von Erichs, Kevin Von Erich did a interview with Monday Night Mayhem. I believe it was on last night. He talked about his feelings on the Von Erich family being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009 for all of their contributions to the wrestling industry. And he's quoted by saying that's what a lot of those folks were saying down there during WrestleMania 25 weekend in Houston, Texas. And I appreciate hearing that. We were just kids, and we really didn't want to do that style. The way my dad wrestled, God bless him, he was great at it. But we just wanted to go that faster pace and walk with rock music. It turned into what it turned into. It was just so much fun to be there, and I'm just glad I was part of it, unquote. Then he talked about his fondest memories about his late brothers, David, Kerry, Mike, and Chris. He's quoted by saying, it's hard to think because there were so many of them in the ring. There were so many funny moments. Some of them were funnier than the ones backstage in the dressing room. Even when we were kids, I could go on and on. Kerry was the most funniest, always cracking up and cracking the guys up backstage. In wrestling, that's what you do. Practical jokes. We ribbed each other all the time, and that's what you miss the most. I do miss that, unquote. And what he credits towards the success of the Von Erichs Freebirds feud that put World Class Championship Wrestling on the map. Quote, you think about the few moments before our entrance, it would be like you would want to jump out of your skin. You can't wait to get out there and start. Then when you go with the music and the lights and the people freaking out, it was so contagious. We kicked the Freebirds' butts, but as many times as they kicked ours back. It was like that's the way it is. We were being paid well, and let's earn it. It was fun. It was a fun thing to do. The importance of being able to interact with wrestling fans now at this point in his life, especially via his new Twitter account. That's twitter.com/Kevin Von Erich. Quote, it's unbelievable. I have always appreciated how my fans have remembered me for so long, and I just love them. They're good people who always want the good guy to win. God bless them. With Twitter, I can talk to them too. When I try to, I enjoy that. Unquote. Much more is contained in Kevin's exclusive interview with Monday Night Mayhem Radio Network, including his candid thoughts on how the selling of the World Class Championship Wrestling video library into Vince McMahon and the WWE came about, who was the one who made the call to inform him of his family's induction to the WWE Hall of Fame. If the time is coming for the Freebirds to join the Von Erichs in the WWE Hall of Fame, the history and the magic of the Dallas Sportatorium, the impact that Gary Hart left on himself and world class, popularity of the Von Erichs and WCW overseas to this day, what it would mean if the WWE made the decision to bring WrestleMania to Cowboy Stadium in Dallas, his forthcoming appearance in Los Angeles this January as part of Wrestle Reunion 6. While we are one step closer to seeing the Von Erich legacy continue in professional wrestling, thanks in part to Hardy Race, plus a message to the fans around the world that stood by his family through the years, plus much, much more. Mayhem Nation, be sure to follow Kevin right now on Twitter, /Kevin Von Erich. WWE Hall of Famer Sergeant Slaughter, aka real name Bob Remus, is rumored to be making a cameo on the G.I. Joe sequel. For more details on the rumor, visit comicbookmovie.com. Slaughter was featured in the G.I. Joe original cartoons, and he did voiceover for the cartoon and was also a popular action figure for the brand. The cast for the movie also features Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and former WWE star Chad Gaspard. What you've all been waiting for? Brief NXT from Raleigh, North Carolina, courtesy of PWTorch.com. Match number 1, Trent Beretta and Yoshitatsu beat Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins. Match number 2, Jey Uso beat JTT with Tamina. Okay. Match number 3, Johnny Curtis beat Percy Watson. Superstars taping for the SmackDown brand. Drew McIntyre beat Justin Gabriel first match. Hunico beat Trent Beretta in the second match. SmackDown Dark match. Tag Team Champion Evan Bourne beat Tyson Kidd with Airborne in the Dark match at Tuesday's SmackDown taping in Raleigh, North Carolina. PW Torch correspondent Jim H. described it as a decent match with the crowd solidly behind Bourne. And 7 matches on SmackDown. Match number 1, Cody Rhodes defeated Daniel Bryan in a non-title match. Match number 2, Alicia Fox beat Natalya. Match number 3, Primo and Epico with Rosa Mendez beat the Uso brothers. Match number 4, Big Show beat Jack Swagger. Match number 5, Ted DiBiase over Heath Slater. Match number 6, Sheamus beat Jinder Mahal. And match number 7, Randy Orton and Zack Ryder beat Dolph Ziggler and Wade Barrett in tag team action main event. And they'll probably do some video segment, vignettes and other promos and BS to make it go the full hour, 56 minutes or whatever it does. And if I find a detailed report by tomorrow, I will post another video on the detailed report. Thanks for viewing and peace out. And tomorrow I will post TNA Impact Wrestling for December, the remaining half, and the following week. So, God bless, peace out. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, be yourself, believe in yourself. Pray for your troops overseas, pray for all the family, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, whatever else, how you say it in other languages. And have a nice day.